why I have never celebrated Father's Day. Maybe a lot of you are wondering that that can't be true. It's impossible. Most of the kids all over the world celebrate Father's Day every third Sunday of June. But for me, it's not the same. It's different because I hated my father when I was growing up, and when I decided to give it a chance, to build a relationship, he already passed away. Never really had a chance to do so. Maybe a lot of you are wondering, why is that so? When I was a kid, I've told you that I really hated him. And there was even come to a point where I even hoped that he'll just be gone. Because you couldn't blame a kid growing up seeing her parents fight every day. Her dad threatening her mom. Sometimes it's get physical, which really scares a kid in me. As far as I remember, since I was 5, I always had that same scenario every day of my life. And it's not just that. When my parents fight, especially in our province, it's a small place and a lot of people are watching. I couldn't even remember where did I got that strength, to go to school and continue with my life, knowing for a fact that people know or knew what is happening in my family. And ever since then, the hate keeps on growing in my heart like every day, which is really, really bad. But I'm a type of person that whenever I feel bad, I really feel bad. You could not ask me to be nice to somebody that I don't like, to be nice to somebody that I hate. Act like I love the person. I can respect the person in a way that, like how you should just treat a certain individual with a certain decency. Don't expect me to actually go for an extra mile for a person that I don't like or hate. Thing is, for a long time, I tried to escape that hate by going away from our house, doing more things like excelling in school, both in my academics and extracurricular, but it never filled the void that I have in me. So I grew up being distant with my dad, and I couldn't wait for the time that I could actually go to college and go away from the mess. So I never really had the chance to actually patch things up with him. I don't call him as much. Don't even remember though. And it became much more worse when my dad remarried again. So when he remarried, it's just like I let him do his own life. And I was happy that he wouldn't be able to bother us anymore. But then when I turned 23, there's this void in your heart that feels like heavy, incomplete, and not contented with everything that you have. In spite of having a good career, good friends around you, family, mom is there, I should be happy. I travel and I can just do what I want. But I still feel that I couldn't move forward with life. And there I realized that it's because of that hatred with my dad. My dad is not there, but it's still affecting me so much. So I decided to reach out to him. And it happened on his birthday last November 13, 2014. So it happened on his birthday, and when I knew that he was in the same place where I am, I called him, and I even but I actually feel mad that he didn't even call me that he was there. I should have met with him. We should have catch up. So it was his birthday. I said, okay, I wanted to see you, and it's the first time that I wanted to pamper him, for all the years that I hadn't done anything for him. And I was thinking, I think I found that, fondness or that good feeling of wanting to see my dad and spend time with him, because I know that if he doesn't have that vices in him, he would be a good father. And a lot of people say that I look like him, that if I became a boy, probably I'm gonna be his junior or something like that. And when I met my dad, it wasn't the same as how he was before. He looks sick, and I was looking at him I've let all the years pass and just treating him like he doesn't exist, in my head. Tried to feel in myself if I still feel the hate, but I couldn't feel anything. It's I just wanted to hug him and just pamper him. So I went to him and hugged him tight and asked him Dad, where do you want to go? Let's go eat, have fun and all these things. He was in shock, because never in his life that he would imagine me calling him and me trying to hug him without somebody forcing me, that me trying to pamper him, and make him experience how it is to have father-daughter bonding after a very long time. I pampered him and tried to ask him to buy anything, and we ate at the restaurant, and I bought him new shoes, new wardrobe. And from then on, I know in my heart that I wanted, to keep that good relationship with my father. I know he has a new wife by then, but no matter what happened, he would always still be my father. I decided to all the birthdays and all the important, days in the year, I should make him feel loved, and celebrated and all this stuff. Because I realized that he might not know it, but he made me the person that I am now. It's not because of him I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't be the person that I am. I wouldn't be able to, get the success that I'm actually having right now. Actually, I wouldn't be here in this world if not for him. He might just not know, but he inspired me to become a better person. Because at the time where all in our family was all negative, and I always look at him as the bad guy, because of that, me wanting to escape our situation, I've pushed myself to be better. I've changed that negative situation into an inspiration that someday things will be different. Always look forward to it, and this is where it got me. And ever since, even though he passed, after that, and after it happened, the day he died, it was 2 days before my birthday, so I haven't received any call. There will be no more Father's Day anymore. It was supposed to be our first Father's Day celebration, 2015, because his birthday was November 2014, right? So, but it didn't happen. But part of me were grateful that God opened my heart to try to reach out to him even before he was gone. And as part of that proof of love and acceptance and forgiveness, I've decided that I should always make something special still, even if he's not here. Because I know somewhere, somehow, he would still see it. I know that my love for music also came from you. My love of playing the instruments came from you. Some people say that my looks came from you. I always pray for you to be at peace and hope that you would also look after us. Me, Mama, and Naf. And Lola also. I know that someday we'll get to see each other again, but for now, I hope you will just help us and guide us in every day of our lives. I love you, Papa, and happy Father's Day.